I went from being a foster kid with no parents who aged out the system to being an adult in homelessness. And throughout all that time, I've only had one goal in my mind, and that was to be a family man. And that's what I push for every day. That's what I build towards every day. So, granted that that's what I want so bad, you know, when I'm out here making content or I'm doing anything that I could, I'm remembering that throughout all that time, I never had a family and I've always wanted one. And a lot of it has to do with, the fact that I didn't have it, but also my family wasn't the best family. And without going into a lot of details, my bloodline, to be honest with you, have no idea what a family means. They've put in so many things before family. They never were there when needed. Even when getting a chance to meet a lot of them, I would have to be honest to say I'm highly disappointed at what I see and what I got the chance to see from them. So my dream of wanting to be a family man only grew more. And considering the fact that I did research on my name, and both my first name being Ricky and my last name being Commander means the same thing, a peaceful ruler slash leader, and my family having the name Commander have also no knowledge of what a leader is meant to be, and my grandfather and father, from what I was told, have the same name, and seeing how they've led the family, again, I guess you kind of get the point of why I'm disappointed. And I feel like this is a second chance for me to take this family and showcase what a real family is, can be, and should have been underneath them. No disrespect and no shade thrown towards them, because I appreciate the opportunity of being alive and having the chance to do what I'm getting ready to do moving forward into the future. But clearly, they were not the men that was meant to run the family. And this is where I come in. Now, with that being stated, you know, this page in particular, my YouTube page, will strictly be about a man who went from foster care, who ended up homeless, who ended up, for the most part, alone and by himself. Even as you can see now from the start of this video, who gets the opportunity of making a beautiful family in the most unfortunate situation and turning a lot of doubters or those with no experience mindset around, as far as in the belief of what can be done when the right person is the one doing it. And when you see my page, my YouTube page, I want to showcase that. I want to showcase the growth of being, again, by myself and then having a family, of starting from nothing and then making it to something, of being seen as a no one and then becoming someone. It's just something that I feel like is the best way to also put the name Commander on the map, but in the right way. So with this YouTube page, as you can see, I intend on only having me and my family put on this channel. Now, if with exceptions, I have to record certain situations to showcase the daily problems from the ups and downs of being in my situation, of the journey of me creating a family in which I'm looking to create, the individuals in my family going through what they're going through. I will definitely do that. I will showcase things because I do think that part of this journey is going to be some ups and some downs. And I hate to be the one to expose individuals who need to be exposed, but Again, that's what my YouTube page is also going to be about, realness. So, with that also being said, I have no intentions on collaborating with anybody, any other content creators, unless it's females that, and yes, it has to be females because I'm looking to build a family. It's females that are a part of my family. Other than that, this page is strictly going to be me and my family only. And what my family will consist on is me, my children, my animals, the females that I do business with. So I like to call those my work wives. Yes, I am into polyamory. That will be a completely another video for another time. And my housewives. Now, the difference between the two is my work wives are strictly business and finances. My housewives are strictly housewives. The women that I have kids with. They will play their role and understand their positioning and won't interfere with the next. They will also all have knowledge about each other, but again, that will be for another video. And no, I will not be looking, once I have women of that magnitude, outside of the relationship at any other females. The females that will be in my relationship will be the only females I care to entertain. So with that being stated, let's move on to the next page. This page here is what is sort of the blueprint of what I'm building my family off of. I've stated before, my family is not a good family whatsoever. And this is my second chance to make things right. This is my chance to showcase my leadership ability and why I'm the right man to lead this family and will be the right man to lead this family for generations to come. Words that I feel of importance and will be of importance to this family that wasn't important to my actual blood family are words such as love, loyalty, acceptance. And acceptance mainly because we all are individuals, people, and we will all live different lives. We will all have different backgrounds, so forth and so on. People need to understand that. I get we live in a world full of robots where everybody does the same thing, believe the same thing, but the world was meant for individuals to be different, and that's exactly what this family will be. And we will not only learn to accept one another, but we will also learn to accept those who are not a part of this family, which is something that a lot of the people in the world can't do. Respect, humbleness. Like I said, granted that I'm homeless and I'm doing a lot of the things I'm doing in this situation, I've learned to be appreciative. Which is the very next word, and I've learned to be very humble because, for one, nothing in life is guaranteed. That's one. And for two, if you don't appreciate life while you have it and the things you have in it, then you're going to regret it when you no longer have life anymore. And I think people don't understand that part, which is very important. 7, being different. That's also aligning with 3, being accepting of others who will be different. 8, being protection. 9, which I think is very important to me, when you're being who you are and you're not faking something you're not, which is what I see on the day-to-day basis, and it's very annoying. 10, a team player. You have to understand that nobody does things in life by themselves. They will always have help as long as they're involving somebody else in their life. So that is of importance when you're putting the team before yourself. And that's what this family definitely will be about when you talk about team alongside loyalty. The only people that this family really should be loyal to is the other members in the family outside of themselves. I'll get to another part because there's another part coming. Now, let me say what this family will not be about. Money, finances. If I had a daughter that came to me and said, "Dad, I'm marrying this guy because He has money. Can I have your blessings? As much as I talked about acceptance, one thing my daughter will not get is my acceptance, my blessings, if that's what she's marrying somebody for. I would prefer my daughter, if she is not seriously in love with anybody, to do porn and adult content in the same way in which I am doing, which is a reason for why I'm doing what I'm doing. Instead of being with somebody for something that she can and will learn how to get on her own, and then can say, you know what? Maybe she can, if she can't find love in a human being, maybe she can find love elsewhere. I'd rather it be her being real with herself and not following the trend of a lot of the young girls, especially of this generation and just in general, from bad teachings from their mother and father of loving somebody for materialistic reasons, which is also number two. That is why I don't want my family to be built a certain way. And when looking for women, I'm looking for women that genuinely want to be there and not because of what I have or what I'm building. I want them to be there because they want to be there. Just like when I'm with them, the reason I'm with you is because I want to be with you. You can have absolutely nothing. And I would still want to be with you because I see you when I look at you. I don't see anything else. When you go down here, it talks about, which I said I was going to come back to, my family also understanding nothing and no one, nothing as in no item, no property, no materialistic thing, and no one outside of the family comes before the family ever. This is the kind of loyalty and the kind of bond and the type of connection that, like I stated, my family did not have. And this is what I'm trying to build for the second chance I would be given having a family. And there is strength in numbers. So there's going to be a lot of people in this family. So the tighter the family is, the better. And then this one here states, no matter how hard we fight or we argue with one another, we will always fight for each other even harder. And we will always be there for each other, no matter what. As I stated, this is the new era of commanders, just like how I also stated in the intro or the description of my YouTube page, this would be the new era of homeless people as well. This would be that new era of commanders. When the name commander pop up in the future, people will remember this family. And speaking of that, I'll also say that, I want to create a family with its own traditions and its own cultures and its own languages and so forth and so on. And I look to be that man to do just that. One of the other traditions that I might start is having my last name, my first and last name, given to my daughter instead of my son. And then when my daughter has her first son, she gives the name Ricky Commander, my bad, to her first son. And then her first son passes it to his first daughter. And it goes down that order. And the reason why I say that is because there will be so many Ricky Commanders. Some will be known, some will not be. And each Ricky Commander will have the opportunity to showcase leadership or some kind of existence of importance here. Some will be good, some will be bad, you know, but the name Ricky Commander will live on for a very long time. And each Ricky Commander will do things in a much different way. And I look forward to being the start of that. I'm the third Ricky Commander. But yes, this is my dream. This is my goal. And I look forward to sharing this with people and you guys getting a chance to hear my story from my mouth before my time is up, other than coming from the mouth of somebody else. Ricky Christopher Commander.